because they're gentrifying all the inner cities everywhere. They're kicking all of us out of there. That's why you got
doing it downtown Camden right now.
And that's why everybody from Camden is moving there. But we have to own some land somewhere.
Honestly, I think Camden right now is the best time to buy because it's not there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. It's still areas.
There's a couple areas, but
they're scared to buy. They're scared to go down there. They're still crime riddled, and the values are still down. But like, so I was one of the loan officers on the list, neighborhood housing services, for M&M Development. M&M Development, they did the properties around
Landing
Cooper.
Square.
Yeah, Landing Square.
That's why we did one there.
Yeah. So I was one of the top loan officers on that list for them. That Maria, that's M&M. And they did like what's that? Benson, Washington, 6th Street, Berkeley. All those 3-story brownstones.
Right.
So let me tell you, the city was giving them up to $20,000 grant to buy those properties. Up to $20,000 grant. Not only that, 10-year tax abatement. Those houses are all brand new, and a lot of people didn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. So that's how we got started investing, me and Odise. So we didn't have a lot of money. We ended up putting $40,000 together, which I don't know how we came up with this money. I literally don't know how we got it. I don't even know where it came
piecemealed
from.
into there. It was crazy. Yeah.
And we ran out of money. We were struggling or whatever, but Camden's cheap, right? So we're like, and we were in Landing Square by Cooper, and we were walking around, and we're like, oh, this house on Berkeley Street's for sale. It's right off Broad. They're building a new school. Literally, you could hit the school with a rock.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. Makes a lot of sense. Plus, M&M Development was building those townhomes right there, and they were selling for a good amount. So we said,
90. I was surprised the appraisal was coming in.
yeah.
Everyone, no, for real, because it was like, what are you coming this with? How are you selling in the hood for 180, 190?
That's what I'm saying.
A couple of appraisers after we sold our flip property on Berkeley called me and said, how did you come up with the value of the house? And I said, well, the new housing was like 140, 180, and I was like, I just took a swing at it. I don't know. Because nothing sells. Well, it does. The new stuff, the nice stuff that's going up. But
it's selling crazy.
So we trailblazed the market because we were building at the same time that development was building. I'm like real proud that we did that even before, some of that development came in. I wish we could have held on to the properties longer, but I think we helped contribute to that a little bit. We
definitely did, because I ran across a flipper the other day who was talking about our house and how we set the benchmark. And, they're buying up properties in Landing Square all they can right now, off Broadway up to Royden.
Absolutely.
So, and what was crazy, during that process, an organization, I'm guessing they had money from the city or something like that. Yeah. They came and redid the front of our house. They painted, did the roof. For free. Yeah.
They didn't like a week after.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because they're trying to make everything look better.
Yeah, right. You're right. They can't have you down there looking nasty and they trying to build up the house.
Yeah, they're trying to present.
No, that's crazy right there.
From my understanding, because it was crazy, it was the week after they put a note on our door that they're going to fix the brick pointing and redo the porch roof and all that. And then but Rowan bought a whole block behind there. And so there's a lot of politics that go on with this stuff that we're not privy to, but that's something that I think would help the community too, as far as getting involved and knowing what's going on. But it is big money. Everyone complain, but hold on, everyone's complaining about the big money, but we can pool our money together. I mean, in a micro way, we pooled our money together to flip one house. So we benefited from gentrification in a way, but we're reinvesting the money.
You can benefit on it if you own it.
And that's what I'm saying is,
but the families don't
people complain about gentrification, but my biggest argument is, if you complain about it, you got to do something about it. You got to get all the people from the hood together and invest.
About Camden though, because like my cousin is on he's the president of the school board of education, I think. I'm not sure if that's the exact title, so my bad, bro. Like, what's his name? Keith Benson, Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if somebody else in there.
But he just wrote, or his dad, him or his dad wrote an article talking about all these different organizations that were against one, how they did Camden High School, how they're redoing that. It's crazy how they did that. And two, they just approved something that all like 400 members in North Camden, where it's going to be being built, signed a petition not to have it, and 3,000 other members of Camden also signed saying they didn't want this. Yet the mayor said he don't care because of the money. Basically,
the money.
And this is why like in certain situations, even when you're organized and even when organizations step up, like it's like Camden specifically.
You know
it's
why,
tough.
You know why? This is important because nobody owns there.
Well, that's part of the issue.
It's still a renter area predominantly.
Yeah.
Some people do own, but I'm just saying predominantly it's a renter area.
Yeah.
These investors buy them up, everybody's tenants.
Right.
Because that was the generationally
generational wealth.
Nobody brought. There's a lot of families in Camden where the first person to buy a house is doing it right now after 40, 50 years of renting.
Yeah.
They're breaking the cycle just right now.
Right now,
the silver lining to the house that we were talking about on Berkeley, a black female with a couple kids bought that house, and she got assistance from the city. To put it
that
down
grant
there.
you're talking about, she bought that house.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's not the norm, but she bought a house. She started.
No, yeah. I mean, gentrifying is gonna happen. I mean, the thing is like he's saying. I think the trick is we have to understand it and own that land and own the property.
Definitely.
Like if you guys own the property, so you have more control and more say. If the whole community owned it, we could be like, we don't want Rowan to expand here. You can't. Or if you're gonna expand, you gotta give us enough money that it makes sense for us.
But they wouldn't though, because they wouldn't allow them to come in there and do that. Because they'll know what's coming. When you own a place around there, you know what's coming around that waterfront. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Right.
From downtown to North Camden to the back of Kramer Hill, they already got the blueprints.
Right, I know.
They're about to put $1 billion down there.
They just leveled all the land.
Yeah.
That's it.
They just leveled all the land.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they did all that right behind, what is that? The center. The
Croc Center.
The Croc Center.
Yeah.
Like behind, I lived at Kramer Hill. I grew up in there, 25th Street. That's where I was at. Back there, it was always woods. It was always... They're preparing this to happen now, so you know what's coming in the next 10 years. But for people who renting, they don't care. Like they don't own it. But the people that, if you own that area, you're not just going to sell your property, allow them to do whatever.
Yeah, you wait for them to come with the bag of money.
But
this is
Come with the bag. Come with the bag.
But this is really my point, and it kind of goes back to where we started with. You only do what you see, right? Like if no one owns any property around you, it's really hard. You got to be a special person to be like, hold up, I see what's happening. Let me own this property, because I guess you're not taught ownership, and I mean that's a big passion for me, and that's partially why I'm doing this is like, ownership is everything. You got to own the properties, and that information needs to get to the people that are suffering from it the most.